All right.
There we go.
Hey guys, this is Financial Fitness, and I'm on with Rob Kane's Gold and Silver Pros. He is an absolute wealth of knowledge, and not just about gold and silver, about global things. And one of the things that we really need to be watching that he has a ton of knowledge on is China.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand China to be hoarding gold to the tune of 200 tons a month on average. They're not letting any gold out, and they've got a digital yuan that's backed by gold. And I want your opinion on it, Rob.
Yeah, so China, according to Hugo Salinas Price, a billionaire investor out of Mexico, China and Russia have already threatened the US with backing their currencies with gold, and China has the gold. A lot of people have speculated that China doesn't have 3,000 tons, what they're publicly reporting, but they may have 20 to 25,000 tons. And like you said, Chris, a lot of gold and silver production comes from China, but they don't let it out of the country. It doesn't go elsewhere. They have it refined and it goes right back in. And it either goes in the state coffers, or China is the only nation that I've ever heard of that tells its people to buy gold as well. So they're taking as much gold in as they can at every level, and they're flush with it. They for sure have more than the US. We don't know exactly how much, but if you look at the flows from their production, we think 20 to 25,000 tons, which puts them 3 times what the US has, if the US still has it in Fort Knox, which I question. I don't think they do.
Yeah, well, they would lie when the truth would do better.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to say the McDonald's over there, they were trying to be forced to take the digital yuan around the Winter Olympics. So there's kind of like Dr. Evil rolling out his evil plan around some big event, and this digital currency is backed by gold. So that is the most terrifying thing, because I could see it popping up on your cell phone, just like Bitcoin, just like, and think, oh, the China thing's going up. That's cool. Let's just use that. And that could they try to be world reserve currency with that?
They've said publicly they don't want to challenge the dollar for world reserve currency. So if you take them at their word, they just want to have their own, they want all of their deals to be in the yuan, like the Belt and Road Initiative, the oil deal, stuff like that. They want military deals. They want to be in yuan. Now, longer term, I do believe they want to, because every nation state that's been dominant in the world has the dominant currency. It's how they pay for the armies. It's how a lot of nation states will conquer somebody economically and politically, and then they'll force them to use their money. And then that's how they take the wealth out of, wherever they conquered. The Romans did it until they debased their currency and it failed. And that's the cycle. And I think the Chinese want to do it. Publicly, they're not saying it, but yeah, I think they want to do it. I think they want the yuan to be the next reserve currency.
Sure. Why would you use the petrodollar when they print them every day? Why wouldn't you use something like that?
Yeah, if they can set the value of the currency, they have immense power politically.
Right. That's was my main question, and I talked about this a while ago. And you guys that are watching this little short, we're going to make this a pretty short video, because we just got through with an hour with Andy Scheckman and David Morgan, and I'm going to put a link to that video in the description. It was awesome. Andy's a wealth of knowledge on gold and silver. It's like he was absolutely raised it. He was. I mean, he was just lives and breathes it. But can we touch on how, if you do have a piece of this, see, Basel III is coming, possibly the repricing of gold, and you wind up with a piece of gold that's $15,000 to possibly $50,000 an ounce. We don't know. But when you swap that, are you going to swap it for a CBDC? And how do you think they're going to tax that? How, what can you speak on that? Because that seems to me, you can have all the gold and silver you want, but if you can't use it, it's going to be really hard to trade gold. Silver will be much easier. What do you think? We live in a digital world.
I think silver is a commodity that's used in everything every day. So most people don't have silver. So I don't think that they're going to treat silver as money. They're going to treat it as a commodity. So the laws may be a little different. So yeah, the loophole may be that silver is your everyday money that you can exchange or barter with people. Gold, I think you can too on the black market. I think if you just want to do it with your friends, and hell yeah, people are going to take gold. Come on. I mean, it's been money for 5,000 years. And when they get the new CBDCs, there's going to be a lot of distrust in them, because the dollar and the euro and all these other currencies will have blown up. But I agree with you. I do think they're going to treat gold a little differently. I think they're going to tax it probably a little bit more heavily. They're going to say gold is not money because they don't want you to have it. They're going to claim it's an investment or a commodity. And it will be hard if you go through normal channels. But if you have your network of people that provide services to you, I think it'd be very easy to exchange gold. And I also think I think there are a lot of people that will take it under the table, because I think there's going to be distrust of the central bank digital currency. And the other thing about the CBDCs, the digital dollar, the digital pound, all that stuff that's coming, the digital yuan, they're going to be trackable. So if you want to do anything that's not trackable, the only thing you're not going to have cash anymore. The only thing you're going to have is gold and silver. So yeah, I think if you've got gold and silver, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think you'll be able to use it.
And last question, and this is on everybody's mind that has crypto. What is your outlook, short term and long term, for cryptocurrencies? And I'm talking Bitcoin to the little meme coins that are totally inflationary, more of the same.
So I always looked as the actual, I think the ledgers have value. I don't think the coins have value. So separate the ledger and the coin. The ledger is what does, all of the validation. The coin is just, it's a fiat coin. It's not backed by anything. And I think all of those are fiat Ponzi schemes. And I think they're not great currencies anyway, because they're slow and clunky and technically not very good. But I think the governments are going to get rid of them. There's legislation coming, an infrastructure bill that's going to tighten down how people use the private cryptos. And they're hiring a bunch of new IRS agents in that bill, I think 70,000. And they've said they're going to come after cryptos because they think people are underreporting their holdings in cryptos and when they sell it and paying taxes. So I think they're going to crack down on it and they're going to push it out because they don't want those private cryptos, whether it be Litecoin or Ethereum or Monero or Dogecoin or Bitcoin or whatever. They don't want it competing with the central bank digital currencies. The states need to have control of money. They don't want to allow private cryptos to flourish. It's already happened in China. China has banned Bitcoin forever. You go to jail if they catch you with it or trading it. I think that's coming to the US as well.
But they're decentralized. That's the problem. That's the farce. That's not real. They're so trackable. It's unbelievable.
They're completely trackable. And not only that, but most of the people that actually mine the Bitcoin, there's like 8 big entities that mine most of it. Most of it's actually mined in China, a lot in the US as well. And then they sell it to the little guy. That's not a decentralized environment.
No, and you don't want to talk about green energy and Bitcoin. They never want to talk about that.
No. They're burning more fossil fuels making a Bitcoin than anything else.
That's right. Well, Rob, I won't keep you. I hope you have an awesome day. And to my subscribers, check out that link below with this video that we just got through doing with Andy Shakeman and David Morgan. I hope y'all have an awesome day. Thanks for coming on with me, Rob.
Anytime, Chris. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. Y'all have a good day.